You're watching Talk of the Town, and I'm excited to introduce you to this guest because we have a poet in the studio, and we're going to learn a little bit about the third piece of work that she's written. This is Elizabeth Robin. Hi, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So I'm so excited to learn a little bit about your book. It's called To My Dreamcatcher. It's a poetry collection. Tell us about what?
I think you'd have to call it a story about becoming yourself again. It started with a journey that I took camping, and so a lot of the poems are set in national parks where I visited. I traveled alone with my dog and kind of tried to find myself again. This was a couple years after I'd been widowed, and it's about becoming secure in yourself again and knowing who you are.
What a journey to take, too, because, you know, sometimes those thoughts and those feelings and the ability to get in that place does happen by yourself, maybe in a nature setting, and so you're able to do that. So, you know, really talking about spirituality, the moon, national park, places of reverence and mystery are your words speak. I love it. I think it's something to look into and find a quiet space and dive into some poetry. Let's talk about Faces the Past in the title poem. There is some mention of your late husband.
Yes. To My Dreamcatcher, the title of the book, is a tribute. It's an elegy in the collection to my late husband. And once I wrote that, I'd been kind of haunted. I'd been having a lot of dreams and things, so there's a lot of reference to that throughout. But that particular poem, once I wrote it, I felt like I ended a chapter.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. To put it on paper like that, some of your experiences and memories and feelings, I'm sure was probably a difficult journey, but a beautiful outcome. So I mentioned when I brought in the segment that this is actually your third piece of writing, so
Yes.
third book of poetry, and you've been on Hilton Head since 2009,
Mm-hmm.
so you've been here for some time, which is great. Lots of people coming, you know, every year. But you are a member of the Island Writers Network. I don't know much about that. Would you share a little bit?
It breaks my heart. It's a terrific network of writers on the island. I found them, I think around 2012. They connected me into the Arts and Cultural Council of Hilton Head, which has continued to be a place where I found a lot of important relationships. My cover is an artist that I met in that group, Mira Scott. And the Island Writers Network is all kinds of writers, all kinds of levels, all different levels of experience in publication. Some are self-pubbed, some are like me, traditionally published. And we break out into little groups. We have different meetings. It's a very active group. It's had as many as 80, 90 people in it. COVID shrank that a good bit. So we'll see if we can bounce back.
Yeah, well, I hope that you can. And I also am hoping with the minute left that you might share a little bit of what's in that book with us.
Okay. Inspiration is often from nature. This is an obvious one. In clouds, a bird appears in silhouette, so high it dances with the clouds, milky and swirling. Its circles seem lazy, looping without purpose, at first concentric laps, then figure eights, oval meanderings higher and higher. I look away and lose sight, think, did it dive, disappear inside a cloud? I never know. Even the cloud, substantial only minutes, dissolves. This bird so distant, always traveling. I can't identify, but I know this journey.
Beautiful. Very beautiful. Well written and well read. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. You can find these books at ElizabethRobin.com. All pleasure to have you in studio today.
Thank you so much.
And thank
Appreciate
you.
being here.
You're watching